Welcome back to the channel, people. Carlito's Way NH is back here in NH on some train tracks, and we are we are en route Redstone Quarry. It's a pretty cool spot. I haven't been, well, I think it's going to be a pretty cool spot. I haven't been there yet. So we're going to check it out here, but it was in service back from, let's see here. Let's see what the thing has to say. Yeah, from 1884 to 1948, produced both red and green granite. I thought there was just granite-colored granite, so that's all new to me. But evidently, there's like a whole town. There used to be a whole town out here. They had amenities for like 300 people. They had like a church, a school, a store, the quarry itself. So we're going to go head on out there and get nitty-gritty with this place and go and check it on out. So stick with me, and I will be right back with you, and we get to the cool stuff here. So stand by, don't go anywhere, and I'll be right back. So we're not there yet, but as I was walking in here, I remembered from doing my research last night before I came out here, a little bit that I did anyways here. They used some of the granite that they pulled out of here for some very notable places like Grand Central Station, the National Archives Museum down in DC, and a bunch of other buildings up and down the East Coast. So there was some really high quality stuff that they brought out of here. And what kind of sparked me saying this as I'm walking along is I come along this right here. So laying along the side of the trail, which was once a rail line to and from Redstone Quarry operations, this right here is a highly polished green column. So that is green granite right there. I haven't seen red granite yet. That's the green stuff. And here is a picture of Grand Central Station with, see these columns right here? That is this guy right here. Look at how smooth this is. It's incredible. I don't know how long this exact piece has been here, but it looks brand new. You know, I don't know, thought that was pretty cool. It is amazing how much history is in these little pickpocketed spots up here in the mountains. It's awesome. I love this stuff. Hence why I'm out here doing this stuff with you guys. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. So enough blah, 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 but about the green granite column. Let's carry on and go find the good stuff. All right, we have reached our first spot of stuff. Look at this. This is like some type of big old, okay, it's all like rolled steel, but it's all riveted together. Look at that. It looks like some type of big stack or a tank or a burner or furnace of some sort. There's more pieces of it over here. Yeah, it's near the base of that. Look at how thick that is. That's crazy. Oh, yeah. Some type of big old something. Some type of big old something. There you go. That's Carlito's Way NH breakdown of this. A big old something type of something. So, let's carry on here. That wasn't long till we found our next quite significant spot here. This place is unreal. I'm already mind blown. I know I say that about every place I go to, but I'm speechless. I keep finding some cool stuff here. Look at this. These are the two steam compressors here. Both of these guys were installed by the Chicago Pneumatic Tool Company back in, one was in 1903 and the other one was in 1905. And they have been right here in the woods of upper central New Hampshire ever since. Like, look at how much metal is right here. This is unreal. So that metal that I just saw before this, that was at the end of the boiler, I'm pretty sure, based on the looks of things here. But yes, look at that wheel. How much do we think that weighs there? Probably not, definitely not light there, pal. Wow. Yeah, look at chances of Kyle having poison ivy when he leaves here is good to great. Look at this. So cool. Like, look at those bolt heads. Oh, this thing, everything's just so big. It can really just stand the test of time out here. I mean, you see an old piece of equipment laying in the bushes. A lot of times, as long as like water didn't get in the motor, you see these guys like going put fresh fuel, battery, clean fuel filter, and get this old machinery started up that hasn't ran in decades, Nobody's getting these things fired up. I'm just blabbing again. Yeah, look at that. Oh, so this is the, wow. All right, so these are the actual boilers right here. Look at the tree just eating it. Oh my God. I just heard something moving. I think I just woke something up. I've been up for hours here, pal. Get up. Yeah, look at this. This is... Yikes. And so it wasn't that far of a hike out here, but I brought my hiking boots and these are my driving shoes. And I get down the trail and I'm like, noses. Allergies a little bad. But anyways, yes, I'm like, oh, these are awfully soft shoes out here in this trail. And yeah, so I guess if it gets rough, the going gets too tough, you can head on back. But anyways, blah, 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 blah. Look at this. So yes, these are the boilers. Because these are like, I don't know, or odds, I don't really know my boiler. My early, early 20th century boiler technology. Wow. Look at these just kind of built into the earth. There's a tree just growing on top of that one. I mean, it looks kind of dead now, but it grew on top of it. So anyways, yes, boilers and compressors here, just out in the middle of, nowhere. Clearly this was not in the middle of nowhere back in the day. Yeah, as I said, they housed about 300 people out here, all the mine workers and everything like that. And yeah, school, church. It's like an old foundation here. I guess we're gonna go this way, so I'll be back with y'all. All right, so once again, I'm back pretty quick here. And it looks like I'm rolling up on Dirty D's You Know What shack. I don't know if you've ever seen that Will Ferrell, blah, 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 blah. Will Ferrell movie here. But interesting. All right. P.S. Kitty Destroyer. We'll keep it YouTube friendly here. Yeah, got your typical vandalisms here. We got some mushrooms and yuge. All right, some classy vandalism here. Bird's nest and they must have had must have been a stack for a hole in the roof for a furnace or something like that. But yeah, oh, this was this was an outhouse. That was a stack for a toilet. Look at these old crappers. Oh my God. Feel like a nice mantelpiece. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's an old, it's an 18th, 19th century. Yep. Sorry, if I don't know my dates right, don't mind me. I'm not a historian out here, but I'm out here trying my best here. So bear with me and read in between the lines, if you know what I mean. So we're going to carry on the little goat path here. This is actually really cool. It's just little windy paths to do things to go and check out. It's like I don't know, a scavenger hunt. Just follow the trail and see what you find. But you know what I mean. We're going to keep on keeping on. So don't go anywhere. Stay right there. You're at yet another significant spot. It's not super extravagant, but it is definitely very significant. So this right here, this is the base of the footing or the foundation of the once stood here, stone shed. This building was 500 feet long. So it took up all this area, all through here. You can see with all these trees all grown in. It was 500 feet long. This is where they stored the blocks of granite. And right next to it, this is part of one of the derricks that would load the granite onto rail cars that would be right over here which is the old rail line. You know, I thought that was pretty cool. It is amazing how, imagine if you could put a camera right here that was a time lapse of the last 100 years. You know, watching these trees just everything, watching everything slowly crumble, Mother Nature reclaim. You know, I don't know. I just think that stuff is kind of cool. And that's the derrick right there. Yes, and here's the whole building. Look at that. Crazy. Love these old pictures from back in the day. Looks on the guy's faces, the clothes. It's incredible. Inside the stone shed, this craftsman using a pneumatic air chisel developed in the 1930s to carve a large decorative piece of granite. Note the train track in the foreground, right here. So yes, so these train tracks. So the edge of that building would be right here. Pretty much we'd be standing in it, in all honesty. You know, so. I don't know, I thought that was pretty cool. We're going to carry on. The the bugs are out here and they are real. And yet, once again, I have forgot the dang bug spray. But anyways, we will survive. But here, look at this. This is another picture of how the scenery around here used to look. So, just all rock exposed. I mean, yes, clearly it was a mine. But now, same, but a lot different. So, here we are standing in the spot right smack dab in the middle of where the main office for the mine used to be. Look at this. See, there's the footing all around here. And I guess over here, they had a rock tumbler on the side of the building. It was like a big drum. So I can't see it. And there's oh, actually. Oh no, it is. It's, there it is. It's right down there. But there's a bunch of poison ivy down there, and I'm not going in that. We're going to leave that at that. But anyways, yes, this is where the main office once stood, and there's a really cool picture right over here of that main office. Check it out. Look at that. So all that was once right here. And here's a picture of the inside of it. Like, I absolutely love this stuff. Like, look at how people dressed back in the day. Look at that. Look at that stash. Heck of a stash right there. Old map. There's Florida. They knew what Florida was back in 1893. Clearly, I'm just being silly here, people. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna keep on keeping on to the next spot. And I don't know what it is, but we're gonna find out. So stick with me. All right, folks, we have made it to Captain Creepy's house. I mean, it's actually called the Lathe House, but I'm gonna stick with Captain Creepy. Because it's creepy. I'll tell you. Place smells like a barn. I couldn't really come up with something crazy to smell. I mean, it smells like a barn, like iron. It smells like a mix of like an old steel shop, like steel, grease, and a musty barn. If you can smash all those smells together. And fresh mountain air. Fresh mountain air coming in. Grease, steel, barn board. I'm gonna go bring y'all around and show you this thing. Like, it's wild. My old man has he's a mechanic. He has a garage, and he has a lathe on the bench. It's like, I don't know, 2 of these. Wait till you see the size of this thing. If anybody out there knows what a lathe is, you're gonna this is gonna be the biggest one you've ever seen. I can't promise you that, but if you're a big lathe guy, there might be a bigger one out there, but I don't know how many lathe guys there is, so stick with me here. So here's the back of it. This is where I would imagine this is where all the belts would go around for your different speeds on what you're turning. But look at the size of this thing. Look at how big that is. Like, it's my head. Look at this. It is huge. And look at, they could turn. So this is actually, this is where they made those pillars. So the actual pillars from Grand Central Station out front were literally made right here, unless they have another lathe here, which is definitely very possible. And, oh, sorry, there's a little hair on the screen here. But yeah, so this piece could move. I mean, last time I stepped on some boards here, we had a bunch of bees coming out, so hopefully we get lucky. But anyways, this whole piece could come all the way back here. So I would say how long this is? Maybe about 35, 40 feet. That is a massive piece of stone. But my other question is, how do you get this massive drum on here, handled, and then taken away? Like, I can see in modern day with the equipment and the machinery that we have, but back in the day, I don't know. Look at, this is where the end of the stone would sit, and it would get pinned right in there. Anyways, enough lathe talk. Let's carry on here. But yeah, look at this. Oh, look how rotten that is. It's like, if these walls could talk, imagine the toiling out here, the guys that worked out here, the good days, the bad days, yeah, wow. Actually, let's go over here. Here's another sign. Oh, all right. Yes, that's awesome. I was hoping they were gonna have something like this. It's a little dirty here. Yeah, look at that. So that's one of the pillars from Grand Central Station in its process, getting slowly shaped down, shaved, polished, sanded, done up. Look at that. The various wheels were used to finely tune the cutting tools on the lathe. You can also see the tools on the tool marks on the column. It is slowly shaped and smoothed and sanded and finally polished. Absolutely incredible. Oh, yeah, so this is another. Oh, yeah. So, yes. So there's answer my question here. Here's another lathe. Wow, this one is even. Well, it's got a smaller wheel on it, but it itself is way bigger. So this, I stand corrected. I correctito myself here. This is probably where those big columns were made. I mean, this. Look at how much metal is right here. Like, scrapping this would be a monumental task in its own. But back a few years ago when scrap metal was really high, it's a lot of money sitting right there. I don't know what scrap is at these days, but probably a little different. Anyways, look at that. All right, so we're going to do that carry on thing. And actually, we're not going to carry on yet here. We're good. Oh, man. I think I just touched some poison ivy. There's a little cable in the ground here. Oh, wow. Oh. What is... look at this big old pulley system. So this... We are just walking and answering questions here. This is obviously how they would sling these cables around these columns after they're made. And that cable kind of goes up that must have been how they would go pull them down to the train tracks, I would imagine. But anyways, yeah, so let's keep on keeping on here, people. Thanks for watching. All right, so we're at the next spot here. This place had way more than I initially thought. So it was a true company town. If the mining company never came in here, this town, it would have never existed. You know, I wouldn't be out here talking to you about it right now. So Thanks, mining company. Thank you, mining company, for coming in here. But anyways, in its prime from 1900 to 1940, they, I know I've said this multiple times, they had a school, I'm in a church, but yes, they also had a pool hall, a dance hall, and this big stage for music and theater stuffs and whatnot. This place originally had its own office. Well, yeah, you saw the office. It had its own zip code. I don't know what the zip code is. So zip codes aren't too interesting, so needless to say, that's irrelevant. But take a look at this. So this was the town. I mean, this is the center area. There's one of the big stone derricks right there. There's a bunch of the workers' houses all throughout there. There's a better picture of them. And yeah, so here's a big central meeting area in town. So this crossroads right here, where we're at, this is supposed to be this area right here. So, well, makes sense. That's where the sign is. But yeah, so there was a company store, a big boarding house. Like, look at the size of the boarding house. Quite large. That's the store as well. Like, look at the old car, the old, looks like an old Model T. Yeah. Incredible. The amount of history out here it's wild. Let's keep on keeping on here, people. Thanks for watching. All right, folks. We're walking and walking and walking down this long, monotonous trail, and it kind of turned into just about nothing. And then I went to go turn around, and I looked off my left, and then I saw Captain Creepy's brother's house. Don't know what it is. There's no sign around here saying breaking it down for me here, but it definitely played a significant role. It's got quite a solid foundation here. Check this stuff out. Wow, that sun was brutal. Yeah, look at this. Pretty cool. And it looks like, I mean, that cot frame does not look, I mean, it looks old, but it doesn't look like 100 years old. So it looks like somebody has been using this as a temporary residence here. Hopefully they don't come here while I'm hanging out in their pad, you know? But yeah, look at this. Crazy place. Let me go show you the outside. All right, we are back. Check this out. It's definitely a little bit creepy. I wonder how many winters it will be before it caves in. I mean, the amount of snow and weight and ice that has to pile up in here, I would imagine. Well, I guess it all depends on how the wind comes down the mountain here, but either way. Well, I can't even really say that. We don't even get that much snow around here anymore. So I guess it's probably fine. And I don't even know where to go now. Backtrack. All right. So we are back, and we have a very insignificant update here. I took a trail that had been going about 1.25 miles in one direction, thinking I was going to something special, and bam, a majestic cell phone tower. So let's carry on back the way we just came and try not to roll our ankle in the meantime, doing a little spin move here. So on to the next. God dang it. Hello, young man. I don't know who you are, but you know where you're going, so bye, friend. This dog just came running up behind me and just carried on. Like, he's like just going out for a run by himself. He's like, bye, Dad. Gonna go hit the Redstone Quarry trails. I'll be back in a bit. Those were the vibes I got from the little guy. All right, people, we are definitely getting our steps in today. When I got here, I was so excited to get out of the truck. I had my little Hey Dude slipper shoes on, and I noticed that when I said this earlier, when I'm walking down the trail. And so I get to this point, and I'm starting to see this nice gradual uphill here, and my feet were starting to kill me. So after going, walking 1.5 miles that other direction to that glorious cell phone tower, we just took another 1.5 mile trek back to the truck to go put our proper boots on here, and now we're back at it. So figured I'd just give you an update of my latest fuckery here. Sorry, latest adventure, you know? All right, so this will be my, like, I think 29th video or something like that. I, I still can't come out here and just get my ducks in one straight line, but you know what? That's all part of the, it's all part of the fun. And look at this. I don't know, this big rock wall going up there. It's a nice deep cavernous ravine. But there's not too much going on down there, so I'm gonna stay on the trail and keep on keeping on here, people. All right, I think we're in the rattlesnake ledge zone, because if you look through the trees here, all it is big old granite chunks, and it's obviously this little path going right in between them here. But yes, there's a bunch of big old slabs right there, and look at over here. Oh yeah, oh. Wow. Just keep on walking, Kyle. Keep on walking. All right, what, well, I guess I gotta go up there now. Be pretty unmonumental for this flick if I didn't do that, so. All right, I'm gonna set this camera down real quick, take a big old swig of water, and we're gonna have at it, people. We're gonna knock on a little bit of New Hampshire's finest white birch right here for a little good luck, and we're gonna ascend the tallest rock pile I've ever climbed in my entire life without dying myself. That's what the tree knock was there for. So, let's go. Right. Whew. Yikes, all right. Wow. This is nuts. All right. This is, I don't like heights. This is already a little sketchy. If I fall here, I'm screwed. So let's not do that. Especially with a camera in my hand. Jesus Christ. Right here. I'm gonna set this one down for a second. All right, two hands. All right. Oh my God. All right. Wow. This is gnarly. Oh my God. All right. All right. All right. Wow. Hopefully these things are locked in place here good, because this is one of these things shifts or anything here. Whew. Ah, that felt good. Good old elbows smashed. Bashed. Wow, I'm sweating like a you know what and a you know what. And you know what. The house of the Lord. Wow. Ah. Oh my God. All right, this is a nice kind of little vantage point here. Look at the view, people. Wow. This is, all right. Rock climbing, picking your path here. I'm learning it here. There's a proper path picking. All right, here. Whoa. I hope there's another way down. I really don't want to go down this. You know? All right, let's go over here. Look at that. Wow, all right. All right, we are. Holy moly. Not on top of the world, but I'm almost on top of this pile of rocks here. Jesus. All right, almost there, let's go. Yikes! All right, here. Oh my God! All right. All right. Whoa. Oh! Wow! We are outdoing ourselves on Carlito's Way N8 today here, people, I tell ya. Wow! This is grand. Whew. All right, here. All right. Okay. All right, I wonder what's down over that way. All right. Sorry, I don't really have much of a vocabulary here. I'm just trying not to trip myself. I hate heights. This is sketchy. Oh my God. All right, here. I'm gonna sit down and regroup and take a break for a few minutes here. Get a sip of water. I will, oh my God. I'll be back with you soon. Whew. All right, I should have, just moved myself forward a little bit here and, instead of stopping at that spot, and thank God there is a trail at the top here. Goes up that way. Like, I am on the edge of a 100%, if you go off it, you're dead drop. Like, look at that. And that right there is what I just came up. Oh, that was, whew. That was something, I tell you. All right. Just wanted to show you guys that and this incredible view one more time here. Right. So, we have officially made it to the top of the mine, I guess. Top of that massive pile of granite just out over that ledge there. And I really had no idea that there was a trail up here because you look at it on the map and the trail just kind of, there's a big loop, but then there's this little hook that just kind of hangs off of it. And then there's no trail. Then the trail kind of starts way up further on the map. So evidently that gap was that pile of rocks, maybe? But yeah, it looks like this whole, oh wow. I see a hole in the earth down there. I mean, so this is like all, this is all a pile of granite that I'm on. I don't even think this is an actual mountain. I think it's all a pile of granite. Like, all right, we gotta go check this out here. Hold tight. All right, no, it's nothing too crazy. I got down around the side there, and then I could see in, and it only went in a couple feet. But from this angle, it looked like there was an entrance in there. But anyways, let's carry on here. Oh wow, must have been a mount point for maybe the cable system to get rocks down the mountain or something. Wow, that is a straight up ledge right there. We're definitely gonna go over there and check that out. Hold tight. This is absolutely unreal. Look at this. So this is definitely this is the red granite, that's for sure. Whoa, look at, oh God. Look at this. Amazing. I'm gonna go see if I can figure out how to get up there. All right. So it is so hot. It's like 93 degrees out. And this has nothing to do with the temperature, but I was just saying, it's hot out. And look at this shovel I just found. Like, I can't, I have so much sweat in my eyes right now. Oh my God. Ugh. Wow, it is so hot. Look at this. That's ridiculous. It's like a 70-pound shovel. Not 70, probably weighs like 35 pounds, but. All right. Enough of the extremely random retrofitted pipe handled shovels here. I'm gonna figure out how to get up on this monstrosity of. Look at this. It is ridiculous. All right. I'm gonna put the camera down. I'm gonna need all hands for this, so don't go anywhere. All right, so yeah, this is about as high up as I want to get, or high up as I can get. Like, I can't even see up there, but you can. So, wow, it is so hot, and it's so wild how they do this stuff, you know. All right, I'm gonna make my way back down that and get back to the trail and see what else I can find here, people. All right. We're back. I'm thinking right now, maybe I didn't need to go hike up that other spot there because that wasn't even really the spot. I go walking around the trail here a little further. See this big cable over here. And then, I literally have not even walked over here yet, so I'm seeing it with you for the first time. Dude, this looks like something out of, what's that old Kevin Costner movie? Waterworld. But not in the ocean, on a mountain, in the woods. So very different, but the same. See? Same, but different. Look at this. What? No way. Yeah. Woo. This is insanity. Absolutely nuts. Look at that. I saw before when I was still up there. You can see there's a big pulley system up on top there. And it's amazing because, like, I mean, those are big posts right there, and these are big cables. But I'm like, these are really big rocks, man. Women, children. The fact that how they did this stuff just boggles my mind. Absolutely nuts. All right, let's go over here. All right. Wow, this is nuts. Crazy. Sound like a little voice just cracked on that one. This is nuts. Get out of my way, tree. What is this place? How? This is. Got so much sweat in my eye. I don't even know what to say. What do you think, folks? Would any of you be interested in checking out a place like this? If you need any more information on any of these places I go to, just message me. I will let you know. Not a problem, you know. All right, I'm gonna go do a loop-de-loop around the side and get out of this blistering sun. It is actually, you know what? Go hang out right over here for a minute. Wild. The old little thumbnail shot in there. Oh my God. I can't even, this life is awesome these days. As I said, I'm having so much fun coming and doing these little exploration missions here. Working on the old channel, like just for a while there, I was just doing the same nothing on the weekends, just hanging out, farting around the house, doing whatever. I'm like, let me get out and go do some stuff. And over the past 2 months, I've done a lot of stuff here. It's a good feeling, you know? All right, we made it down the hill a little further here. Look at this. This is like apocalyptic looking. Look at this old something. You know, get your typical pipes here. We get your pipes and wow. Oh, this is a this is the green quarry. I guess the red quarry was on the other side. So this is the green one. Look at this. You're standing in a large granite quarry where green stone was cut. As you explore this area, you can find the remains of 3 wooden derricks, an engine house, which is a tugger winch, and which retracted a rail car from the end of an extensive quarry dump. Absolutely incredible. Look at these guys. Every single one of them has a solid stash besides that guy and that guy and that guy. Stash, 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 stash. Stash, 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 stash. All kinds of epic stashes everywhere here. Look at this. See what I mean by, like, it kind of looks apocalyptic here? Like, I bet that's how deep that is. All kinds of nasty metal. Like, that would be very, very dumb idea to jump in that. Jesus. That's the amount of things you could get impaled on in there. Wow. Incredible. Absolutely speechless. Oh, yeah, so here's part of the rail system. Wow, so there's the... Wow, so the rail car went straight up this... Wow, that was... So yeah, that's where the cable came out. That's nuts. That's a steep hill to be, Well, actually, no. The granite's going down the hill. Durr. Gravity's doing all the work. Silly me, I'm gonna lock it up now here. I was gonna say, man, those are big, heavy rocks. Wow. Look at this. She looks a little rough. Little engine house here. Oh, wow. This is wild. Oh my God. Look at this. It's actually probably isn't a very smart spot to sit, but I don't see any bees' nests. In the shade. The shade, it feels incredible. Look at this place. Kind of creepy. All right. Let's go. All right, here's one more little vantage point. Kuro was here. Look at this. I mean, how many people have touched this chain over the years? Flashback, you touch it, just flashback into time, you know? Oh, that was like if I was an animal, that would probably be my home. Then something comes lunging on out of there. Whew! All right. The breeze, there's a breeze. Ah, that felt great. Look at this. All right, looks like there's a trail that goes up that way, but it's very thin. This one looks a little bit more dominant here, so at this point, in my absolute sweatiness, actually, you know what? Let's go back over here real quick and check this out. While we're up here. Look at this. The size of that cable. Crazy. Look at these. This is just... Oh, wow. So that's the whole reel. That's the whole reel. Really? Yes, really. All right. Yes, this whole ridge, it's just all chunks of green granite, because this is a green granite quarry. Evidently on the other side was the red granite quarry there. So we're gonna keep on keeping on down the trail here. So it's still really hot out, but I just wanted to show you guys this stuff. Everywhere, pretty much every like couple 100 feet you go, there's another square hole in the ground. Evidently, foundations for like there's tons of buildings out here, houses back in the day, and everywhere you go, you see remnants of such. It's crazy. There's literally stuff everywhere out here. This is the Redstone Quarry right outside of Conway, New Hampshire. Awesome spot. People, I'm smoked. I just did quite a few miles through that little adventure right there. We've made our way back to the tracks, as you can see. So, yeah, I think that's going to be it for this episode. I will see you on the next one, and it's going to be coming up quick. So stay tuned, subscribe, and yeah, see you on the next one, folks.